Hey everybody, it's D here with Delay Radio, the mostly weekly, maybe it's bi-weekly, maybe it's monthly, I don't know, as frequently as we can do this, comedy, news, weird stories, and everything that you might, maybe we would hope you would want to hear. You're welcome. I hate that. I hate how I just did that.
If any of you have a better opening tag, feel free to email it to us.
Yeah. Help.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I know. Just like my brain stopped working.
But my favorite part is how you were
kidding.
You looked like you were reading that off of here, and none of those words are on here.
None of those words are actually. Not one of those words is on that piece.
Yeah. But anyways, thanks for being here. And I am also here with the Jethrow.
Hi.
And the Honch.
Hey dear.
Who's apparently from Chicago.
Chicago.
On this week's episode of Delay Radio, we have the lottery in the news. Some people, if you're lucky, you win money. We also have some weird questions.
I hear that's how it works. Yes.
Or
unlucky.
Right. If you're unlucky, you're just like everyone else.
What does that mean? What does lotto mean? What does lotto mean? We have some questions from Reddit, and we also have a recent trip to Chicago via Honch's new segment, the
rules of the road.
Road.
And it's the rules of the road, kid.
Yeah. So,
for those of you who don't know what that's from, you're missing out on life, and I'm not going to tell you.
Right. For those of you over 30 that know what that is,
you're amazing.
Yeah.
Just like me.
So, in the news, you guys, I think, will find this interesting. Somebody won the lottery. A man in Michigan, which we know Michigan well because we live in Michigan.
Right. And also it's important that you know not one of the three of us idiots.
Yeah.
A man in Michigan, not one of us.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be here right now.
Well, we might be here. The sound quality would be a little better, though.
Right. So I'd be out test driving my new Learjet. Screw you guys.
So we're all married, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Still, so far. Yeah. Maybe not by next episode.
Give me a couple more episodes.
So, a Michigan man, he won $30 million. Dollars.
That's like Canadian, like them dollaries they got up there. Them loonies and toonies, eh?
What do you got in dowel rods? I'd like to win some of those in the lottery. Yeah, I got to plug some holes in my wall. I went to Home Depot, felt like I won the lottery.
Some dollaries.
Some dollaries. So this man won $30 million, right? He was in the middle of a divorce, and the appeals court in the state, which of course had to be in suburban Detroit, so we know how this is going to play out, right?
He owes her $50 million.
Mr. Rich Zolasco has to share, I quote, share the $30 million with his ex-wife. So the divorce wasn't final, and he has to split the money.
Wow. So how much does he get to keep if I kill her? Like, hey, Rich, call me, man. I'll set you up. Well, or I'm sorry, I'll hook you up. That's what I should say. Rich, I'll hook you up. Let me know, dude. I got your back.
Yeah, the only thing that Honch is going to kill is that Arby's.
Yeah, them big Montanas, son. Them big Montanas.
Wait, they still make those?
Yeah, it reminds me of a girl I used to date.
Yeah, we keep talking about this.
Yeah.
Like, every 6 or 7 episodes, we talk about Arby's. So I feel like they owe us some, like, at least $30 million.
Right.
Honch don't have the mate.
You gotta start advertising for them.
So before you can think about it, number one thing you would buy after winning the lottery and didn't have to split it with your ex-wife you're getting a divorce with?
Number one thing?
Yeah, number one thing.
Oh, man.
Right off the top of your head, what would you do?
Like, probably a bowling alley.
Yeah. What?
That's why I'd buy a bowling alley.
You'd buy a bowling alley. Really, a bowling alley?
That's
what you'd buy?
Just for me. Well, I'd let my friends play there.
Oh, my goodness.
How many lanes does it have?
I don't know, at least 2.
Well, what are you going to do with the other $29.5 million?
Yeah. Oh, you just invest that.
Yeah.
Right.
How Midwestern of you to say that.
I'd like to buy a bowling alley, maybe something. They make a nice burger over there.
Maybe a skating rink.
Yeah.
I'd have something that makes a nice pork tenderloin sandwich.
The jalapeno poppers are same good. They're the same Oneida jalapeno poppers that you get at your grocery store.
Yeah, but that's
absolutely
the best,
terrible
best
at
in the
spending
state.
Yeah, but
best in the state.
You know what I hate when people when they know the food sucks, but they believe it's the best thing ever, so they'll resort to saying, "Yeah, but it's nice and hot," or it's
it's an acquired taste.
Hot.
It tastes like hammered dog poop, but it's hot.
It's
like hammered dog poop.
Tastes great after the 50th time you have it.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah. But you'll love it.
It won't kill you.
Oh my god,
that is true.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So, Honch,
what do you think I'd buy? I would totally reinvest it into something that could make me a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I would, number 1, buy a strip club. Number 2, buy cocaine.
In a bowling alley.
Yeah, and a bowling alley. I'd reinvest some of it into your bowling alley.
Okay, so
I'd
I changed
help
my
get you about
answer.
12
What I would
more
do.
lanes.
You could have a strip.
I changed my answer. What I would do.
What would you do?
I would buy one of those outlet malls.
Yeah.
But then I would just change all the shops into different fast food restaurants.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's kind
so
of
just be like a fast food emporium.
Yeah.
Drive-throughs.
Free parking.
That's what you can do too. You can just set up all the drive-throughs so it goes to all of them.
Yeah.
So then you can just
that's a good
mix
idea.
and match.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'll have a number 12 from Long John Silver's and a 6 from Arby's. That's a half pounder. Extra cheese.
Yeah. Make sure you undercook it.
Yeah. No, dude, the strip club all the way, because it's $26 for a beer at a strip club. I'd have my money back in no time.
Yeah, but you could buy a strip club bowling alley and call it gutter balls.
Ooh. You could hang a sheet in the center, and one side would be male and one side would be female.
Yeah.
So you could cater to everyone.
This actually could segue straight into my question.
Oh, from Reddit?
Yeah.
This brings us into our next segment, the questions from Reddit.
Okay, this is posted by username. Actually, I can't. I can't read the username.
We're gonna say
It's pretty awesome. It must be.
I'll let Honch read the username.
Oh boy.
Oh no. What does it say? Well, read it already.
Well, it
know who it is.
It says FML. See you next Tuesday, 69.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, how did you find my post on Reddit?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, I didn't know my grandma was still posting on there. That's sweet.
Right. Yeah. So the question is, what's the worst song to strip to?
What's the worst song to strip to? Wow, this is ironic that the unintentional segue.
That's why it was a good segue, and not one of those pieces of crap you usually do.
Yeah. I don't know. I will go down with this ship.
Nice. See, I took a more traditional route. I was thinking the theme song from Burger King back in the 80s. Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us.
Nice. I was thinking the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song, or the what is it called? Flight of the Bumblebee.
Get off the stage, Trixie. Hey,
classical music.
Cinnamon, put the cigarette out. Let's go.
We do it because classical music is royalty free.
Or the one the Eric Clapton song, the Tears from Heaven.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, so many dead fathers just like
butterfly
crying.
kisses. That kind
Oh God! Well, I'll tell you what the best song is. It's got to be
Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah, it's Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, because every time I go to one, that is automatically playing when I enter the place.
Yeah.
Or Bon Jovi, right?
or the old dirty bastard. Hey, dirty baby, I got your money. Don't you want it? Which I never understood why they play that at a. I mean, I get it because it's like funny and it's ironic or whatever.
Money up on stage.
Yeah, it's like ironic, but it's also like calling all the idiots up at the tip rail stupid because she's got your money and you don't have her, kind of deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So this next song that I was going to say, don't think about it in terms of the content. Think of it in terms of it playing really loud in there. Linger by the Cranberries.
Oh my god! Well, either way it works, dude. Either way it works. I'm telling you, either way it works. She's up there. What do they call that? Where they do the Irish dancing?
I want to read some of the top responses from Reddit.
Top responses.
Here's
graduating to awesome.
Yankety sax.
Don't talk back. Hey. What did they say? You're laughing at it, but you're not telling us.
A lot of these are just
trying to read their username.
This to yourself.
Trying to read their username.
Well, I got to scroll to the next one.
Share it with the lovely folks at home. What do we have for him, Johnny?
Daddy and the Boy.
Daddy and the Boy.
God.
What
God. Don't call me father.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah,
that wasn't Jeremy.
I know, but that'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Jeremy would be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh, they actually said Thomas the Tank Engine on here.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yep.
How about Barbie Girl?
You're not the only
Aqua?
creeper on this.
That's a good one too.
Oh,
yeah.
Barbie Girl. Yeah, that's
The
horrifying.
Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
How about Man in a Box by Alice in Chains?
Stank Fist by Tool. Only the title. You can't. The song, no. I mean, that's an amazing song to strip to. But yeah, the title for sure. Stank Fist. That's an extra $50.
How about Lump from the United States of America?
They said anything by Weird Al.
Just eat it. For $42, you can eat it. Yeah, no thanks. Definitely not spending any extra money on that.
Yeah, I was gonna go, since I paid no cover to get in here, I'm gonna go for the $9.99 Sizzler advertised outside. The strip steak.
Oh my god. Have you guys ever ate at a strip? Have you ever been to a strip club?
I've never been to a strip club.
Oh, well, you're missing out on life. Just FYI.
Wow. My wife would disagree.
Well, so don't do that because your wife is awesome, and so don't go. There is a place in Atlanta where we used to go for lunch on Fridays and get drunk when I worked at the body shop, and so we'd go there, get smashed, and they had an all-you-can-eat buffet, and cover was free.
You think there's a strip club named The Body Shop?
Oh, well, for sure. There's gotta be. But this place is they call it Cambodia. It's called Chambly, because everybody that lives in Chambly is from Cambodia. And so you go down there and it's free to get in, but it's $5.75 for the all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet. Dude, I'd go down there on my lunches. I hated my life when I worked at that body shop. I'd go down there and I would get drunk. I mean, I would spend like $100 on a Friday just because I was like, I need to end my life now. Like, this is awful. And so I'd go down there and I'd get the $5.75 buffet and I'd sit there and watch my, kind of coworkers get like handies and stuff. And so we'd be sitting there. I'd be eating. There's women dancing up on stage. I'm chugging beers and Captain and Cokes and stuff. And the cook, the chef, the guy who makes the food, because it's like nationally known for the prime rib there, and nobody can figure out why it's so delicious. Do you know that the chef at that strip club was MC Hammer's chef back in the 90s?
What?
Really?
He's got Hammer Time tattooed on his arm right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, where did you get an MC Hammer tattoo? And he's like, oh man, man, I used to be hammer chef back in the 90s. And I was like, I bet you did.
Yeah, he spent his last $300 on this tattoo. That's too bad he didn't fill those parachute pants with dollar bills, because maybe he would have had some savings.
Taxman can't be taking that back, can he?
That's too legit.
Yeah. So that was my claim. That was my claim to fame. So,
whatever happened to MC Hammer?
I don't know. I think didn't he turn into Flavor Flav or something?
I just know that when he went to his bank to check on his accounts, they're just like, can't touch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
what do you do to invest into an actual soundboard?
Yeah.
Like a
yeah, that would be
hitbox.
Yeah, that
wouldn't be a bad idea. Can you get those on Amazon?
Probably.
Yeah,
like everything else. You can buy everything.
You can probably get a virtual bowling alley.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll buy you new pins when you get your bowling alley if you share your wealth.
So, all right,
set, done. You heard it. You heard it.
It is time for our newest segment.
The rules of the road.
Road. And I'm doing your echo for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You sound amazing. You could hardly even tell it was two people doing that.
So, Honch, you recently you spent some time in the old Chi-Town, the old Windy City, eh?
Size in the old Chicago Chicago area.
And an exciting story.
Yeah. Oh boy, it was exciting, all right. And it could have ended very, very badly for the old Honch. But and I'm going to leave one part of it out, but you guys are going to hear most of it.
Yeah.
So I'm in Chicago, South Side, down by Soldier Field. Great place to be. Nice vacation spot if you're dead. So
weekend at Bernie's.
Right. It was a terrible decision to get a hotel down there. Like, I should have stayed on the north side and just drove to the south side every day, but I'm stupid and I wanted to wake up late, so I was like, you know what? I'll just sleep down here. What's the worst that can happen, right? No big deal.
Famous last words.
Yeah, right.
I'll just sleep down here, no?
So I'm at this wonderful hotel chain that I always stay at, and I'm not going to mention it, but it rhymes with the Schmumford Inn, and so it's one of those hotels, so it's not like the best, it's not like the worst, right? But they're really nice, and they got a sweet point system, and that is literally the only reason I stay there.
Was there a pool?
There was a pool, but it was outside and it was full of cigarette butts, so I'm not going in it, period. It was
cigarette butts and HIV.
Yeah, right. It's like hypodermic needles in the grass on the way there, kind of deal. Yeah, Chicago. You know, what do you want? Chicago. So I'm in my room. It is 11:30. I'm working on all my stuff, and then finally I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. I'm done with this. I've had enough today. So I go to sleep. Well, 2:46. Fast forward, 2:46 a.m. All of a sudden, I hear 4 knocks on my door, real loud. Like, not like knocks like normal people would knock. Like, it sounded like they knocked with a Cadillac. Like, they just I don't know what they hit the door
Tyson
with.
was trying to get to somebody's ear.
Right. Hey, let me in. You know? And so, I don't know if they were, like, punching my door or whatever, but so I wake up, and I'm freaked out. Not because somebody's punching my door,
but you realize you left your gun in your car.
Oh, no. This is Chicago. I don't bring a gun with me to Chicago ever, Jethrow. So that was the part I was going to leave out. But now that it's there, so what ends up happening is I jump out of bed because I'm thinking it's housekeeping, right? Housekeeping usually comes out around 10 a.m. And so I'm like, oh my God, I slept in. Like, I have a meeting this morning. I slept through my meeting. I'm freaked out. And this is how tired I was. I jumped out of bed, put all my clothes on, and then started the shower, and then checked the door to see who was knocking at the door. And so by the time I got to the door, like 3 minutes have passed because I'm trying to like put one sock on at a time in the pitch black Chicago-ness. And so I go to check the door. There's nobody there. So I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm this is so late. So I go and I throw open the curtains that I usually wipe my satch on every night because nobody ever washes the curtains. so there's
sticks to the wall.
Oh, dude, there's a whole bunch of hotels out there at the Schwality Inns and Suites.
So basically, if anyone ever gets murdered in a hotel in the Midwest,
my
you're
DNA
screwed.
is all
you're
over
so
the curtains. Yeah, exactly. Just rub them right through my crack. And so I throw open the curtains and I'm like, oh my God, it's pitch black out. I slept for 24 hours. like I can't fathom the fact that it's only like an hour and a half after I just went to sleep.
That's awesome.
So I'm freaking out even more. I'm looking around for my phone. I find my watch and I'm like, oh my God, my watch. The time is wrong on my watch too. And then I see my phone and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All right, well, my phone's never wrong, so it must just be an hour and a half, 2 hours later. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'm going back to sleep. I lay back down in the bed. 2:58 rolls around. All of a sudden, the door to my hotel room opens. And have you ever woke up in a panic before?
Yeah.
Have you ever woke up in a panic with a knife and a gun in the room?
No.
Yeah. Well, it almost ended very badly for someone, and probably my toes, because I was laying in bed. I would have just shot them right off. But, so they open up the door. They walk into my room, and they're going, Jordan? Is Jordan here? Jordan, hey, it's me. I'm here finally, and I'm like, hey. And you
might if you're doing a woman's voice or a man's voice.
It was a Chicago woman, so it sounds like a man in any other city. So, but get your beeper ready because I'm not sure if I'm going to accidentally swear or not because there was a lot of swearing going on right then. And so this lady walks in. She walks into the room, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, hey, this ain't Jordan's room. And she's like, Jordan, it's me. I'm here. And I'm like, I effing told you this ain't Jordan's room. Get out of the room. Like, this isn't, Jordan's not here. And I said, wrong room. And she's like, Jordan, it's me. I'm here. And I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? Like, she just keeps saying, Jordan, I'm here. What's going on? And so finally, I have my knife in my hand because I couldn't find my gun because it's like 2 inches over from where the knife was. So I grabbed the knife and I'm like ready to get my stab on, and so I flip on the light because it's right there by the knife holder / gun holder / side table / contact lens holder,
just outside of Chicago, right?
Just outside. Yes, it was outside of Illinois in general. But so I grab my knife and I'm like ready to stab this lady because this is about to get awesome in this room. And so I flip on the lights.
Sauce everywhere.
I flip on the lights, and you know how it takes a second for your eyes to focus so you can really tell what's going on.
Right.
Well, I'm in this room and it's dark, and I flip on the lights, and all I see is this tall, skinny blonde girl, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this smoke show just broke into my room here. Like, what's going on here? Like, it's a good thing. It's a good thing the Honch wasn't there because it was just me in my real life. Because if the Honch was there, we'd have had another Bill moment. And for those of you who don't know what Bill is, go to Pornhub.com and just type in Bill. You'll find it like I did. And it's so I'm like, wow, this smoke show just broke into my room here. Like, what do I do at this point? And then my eyes started to focus in, and she wasn't so smoky showy anymore. Now she was more like smoky cracky or smoky methy. And I realized, like, I'm looking at this girl, and she is covered in bruises, and she is beat to death, and it looks like somebody just rode her hard and put her away wet kind of deal. Dude, her knees, I've never seen rug burns that look like that before. Like, they looked like straight asphalt, like a gravel road. And one of them had a Band-Aid, and it was like seeping down her leg. Oh my God. And so I immediately, I'm like, and she's like, Jordan, it's me. And I flip on the light, and she's like, are you Jordan? And I go, I told you I'm not Jordan. Like, I'm not Jordan. You got the wrong room, lady. And so she's thumbing through my suitcase at this point because she's obviously looking for whatever Jordan has for her, the reason that she showed up at this dumpy ass hotel. And so she's thumbing through my suitcase, and I told her, I'm like, lady, sit on the chair over there. You know how they got the sex chair in the corner of every hotel? I'm like, sit in the chair. And so
is that what that chair is for?
That's exactly what that chair is for.
Books.
Well, you could read books in it, but I would never sit anything in that chair. Like there ain't nothing that I own that's ever going to go in one of those chairs, because I know what I used to do in those chairs, and I can only imagine what other people do in them. So she sits on the chair, and at this point I realize this is a meth whore. And she is in my room, and it is not even 3 a.m. on a Wednesday, and I don't know what to do with myself right now. I'm like, everything's running through my head right here, and I'm like, I got to call the front desk. So I said, look, whose room are you trying to find? The old Honch problem solver kicked in there. And I'm like, whose room are you trying to find? She's like, Jordan, I think his last name was Donnell. So Jordan Donnell, if you're listening, screw you, buddy. Yeah, and this. Jordan Gorman.
If you're listening, email us and
right.
Let us know. Let us know.
Well, so I call the front desk and I'm like, hey, I got Jordan Gorman. Screw you, Jordan Gorman. I got Jordan Gorman in my room, and she was just right down there. I took notes right here, and so I'm
nice.
like, she was just down at the front desk, and you gave her a key for room 256, and she's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, the lady at the front desk. And she's like, Jordan Gorman's in 265, and I'm thinking to myself, you shouldn't have just told me that, because I'll kill Jordan for screwing up my night. and so anyway, I tell the girl, I'm like, go down there. She's got your key at the front desk, and then come back up here and go to 265, because that's where Jordan Gorman is at, in 265. So she goes down there, she gets the key. I never hear about her again. So the next morning I'm talking to the manager, and I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm a card carrying, like, concealed carry guy. I said, you're lucky you didn't catch me a couple hours later, because I'd have been dropping bodies in there. Like, you'd have had a mess to clean up. Right. And yeah, I'll go to prison, but you'd be right there next to me. So that was it. Like, it was the weirdest trip to Chicago ever. And everybody that I've told that story to has the exact same look you got on your face right now. They're like, oh my God, what is wrong with this guy? Because I think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It's funny. It's fun. Like, I woke up and some meth whore is going through my stuff in my room. Like, how awesome is that?
Just destroy your phone?
I did.
Oh, did it drop out of your anus?
Yeah. Jordan, where are you?
Jordan.
Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, if the quote-unquote Honch was there...
What was his last name? Jordan Gorman?
Jordan Gorman. And apparently he's a dirtbag from, I don't know, probably Chicago or something. Here are my notes. 2:47 a.m., Jordan Gorman, Band-Aids on knees, hot at first, got rough as I woke up. Room 256 versus 265. Getting all the facts, very important. Do your job. All of it. Dropping bodies. Down for some Bill. 3:38 a.m. Oh, that's what time I actually went to bed. I went to bed at 3:38 because, by the way, I didn't tell you. So the key that she used to get in my room, I went looking for it after she left. She took it with her. So guess what? She still got it. Meth hooker wandering around my room in the middle of the night. The guy next door, TV on all night, loud, annoying. I was probably on a plane with him at some point. He was that annoying. Right. Dude, that TV, I don't know how people listen to TV that loud. Like, it was ridiculous.
When I'm in a motel or a hotel room, I crank it.
Oh yeah,
I crank it as loud. Like,
were you there? Were you there? Nice. Nice. You just like go rent a room at the Roadhouse and crank your TV all the way up, open up all the windows, turn the AC on, and go. Go home.
On this week's episode, this is D, and I'm here with the Jordan Gorman.
Oh God! I wonder to myself if Jordan has a crappy Chicago accent.
Let's hope so.
Hey, what's going on, man? How's she going? It's more Wisconsin kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
Chicago.
Shoot. That is awesome.
I was just looking for some road skull.
Whoa, easy there with the agenda, man.
I see. Throwing your agenda all over the place.
Yeah.
Easy, Obama.
All right, boys. Well, I think that's all we have for this episode of Delay Radio.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you for letting me share that story, by the way. I hope the world hears it and pisses on Jordan Gorman.
If you ever see Jordan, tell him to tell people what room he's in.
And he has AIDS. I'm pretty sure he's got AIDS.
All right.
Got something.
I saw him.
Be sure to review us, listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Player FM, and other places. Be sure to review us. Drop us an email at delayradiocomedy@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook. Send us your questions from Reddit, and also your room key. This has been Delay Radio.
I know a girl.